Good morning, guys. I'm doing another what I eat in a day. And shame on me because I started putting this together already because I forgot to start filming earlier, basically. But actually, I'll start off with, I've already had, this was just filled with water because I keep it upstairs by the bed. And this was filled with water and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So this was the first thing I drank this morning, and then a little bit later on I drank this, and now I am working on my regular liter of water that I have downstairs. And then in the pan is just half a cup of oatmeal with a cup of water, and to this I am going to add just a little bit of cinnamon. I've got some mixed nuts. This is some coconut sugar. And I'll probably just use the rest of this molasses because there's not much left in here. I do have a new one, but I'm going to use this one up first. Ooh, didn't mean to hit that. And then I'm also going to add, I've got some raspberries and strawberries. Strawberries are from the garden, freshly grown. And I've also got some pineapple. So this will be nice because it is really, really hot out there. So this will add some freshness to what is otherwise kind of a heavy breakfast, but I don't really have much to have like a lighter breakfast in the house right now. So this is what I have available. It's kind of like staple food that I always have in the house, and you guys know that I eat oatmeal for breakfast all the time. All right, there's my breakfast. I've also put some of these shelled hemp seeds on top just because they have a nice nutty flavor and they're packed full of nutrition. So that's mine. Riley has her porridge plain with her berries and hemp seeds on the side, just because that's how she likes to eat it. And I've also made myself a cup of coffee with just a spoonful of this Clipper organic coffee. And I've added almond milk to this. Normally I prefer the Oatly oat milk, but I don't have any in the house basically, and this is what I did have in the house. So I've got some almond milk in there, and still have to work on this water. All right, I just put my lunch together, and it's just an avocado toast, a very simple one. I don't have a ton of food in the house right now, so this is what I have to work with. And this is just a homemade loaf of bread from einkorn flour and a little bit of regular white flour because I didn't have enough einkorn flour to make a full loaf. Einkorn is an ancient variety of wheat that has a much lower amount of gluten in it, so it's a lot easier to digest, and it has a really, really nice flavor. But like I said, I added just regular old flour to it anyway because I needed to make a loaf of bread, and that's all I had. So this is a mix, but it's just plain avocado smashed on top of it. There's nothing else, as you guys can see. Really simple and basic. I've also got the crusts from Riley's avocado toast because she doesn't eat the crusts because they're quite hard. But I don't like throwing food away, so I will eat those. And I've also got some water, just another liter of water that I am working on. Third liter of water. Alright, I've just pulled together all of my dinner ingredients, and I thought I would show you what I'm doing before I make it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this entire bag of couscous so we have some leftovers for a quick lunch, because I think it'll taste really nice while it's cold. And I'm going to add some bouillon powder to that when I make it, just for some extra flavor. And then once the couscous is made, I'm going to stir into it. I've got some olives that I'll chop up. Some borlotti beans. I've got these two squash that Dunk's got from a guy on his walk at work that he grew them in his garden. And then I've also got a red bell pepper. I've got some mixed tomatoes. I've got some asparagus. And then I've also got one bean, because we have exactly one bean that came from our garden. There are more in the garden right now, but they're not fully grown yet. But for some reason, this one was ready a lot earlier than the others. And then also from our garden, I've got some really beautiful black kale. and I've got some chard leaves as well. So I'm going to chop this all up. I'm going to cook it a little bit in the pan with some coconut oil, and then I'm going to mix it all together. Alright, so I've gone ahead and also made these cauldron vegan burgers. I have to say they look pretty appetizing in the photo. Not so appetizing in person. We've never actually had these before, but they do sound good. It is with cauliflower, aduki bean, spinach, and chipotle chili. Although funnily enough, it doesn't say it, but the first ingredient, which meaning the most of it, is made out of chickpeas, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I'm just surprised they don't put it on the description. Well, I'm not really surprised. Lots of things are deceiving these days. But yeah, the couscous looks like it came out really good. So I'm looking forward to dinner. All right, we're just having some pudding, and I'm having a little bit of tea with it. It's this really nice fruit tea that we actually picked up from TK Maxx, and it is really, really sweet and delicious. And then I'm also having, Dunk's got these little cakes from Flo's Kitchen today, and we've split them in half so we can each have a little bit of each flavor. This is the chocolate drizzle, and this is the rose pistachio. We've had the rose pistachio before, and it's really, really nice. We've not had the chocolate drizzle before yet, though. So that is my dessert, and Riley is chowing through an orange. Alright guys, I am all ready for bed. The rest of my evening is just trying to wind Riley down. I'm anticipating that she will go to sleep in about 2 hours. So about 2 hours before I think she'll go to sleep, which is when I go to sleep, I like to have this Four Sigmatic reishi drink because it helps me sleep better. I think I get a better quality sleep. Plus it's supposed to help balance out my hormones, which need all the help they can get these days. There's hubby. So actually I drink half of this and he drinks half, so we share the same packet. And I like to add a little bit of chalk shot in there. They do make a hot chocolate version as well, which is really nice. But I don't have any of those right now, so I just have the reishi by itself. But I just turn it into my own hot chocolate. I'm not actually a huge fan of these chalk shot thingies, but last year when we went to Veg Fest in London, we got a bunch of these for free because they were giving out 2 per person, and they gave 2 to Duncan and 2 to me, so we had 4 of them, and we still have them. So just using them up, but I don't think I would actually buy them again. But anyway, they taste nice enough. So that is what I'm having as my last little thing of the night. So thanks for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.